loaded. Okay. So, who wants to read the recap? Sounds like Binks.
Do we have a recap? Where is the recap, or do you just want me to go
Where?
from the hip?
Where? Travis, did you do the recap?
I sure did.
Our trusty note taker.
Yes, sir.
Is that pinned?
Yeah, it's been on the chat channel, text channel.
I'm gonna get in there.
Graham will get it. Right, Jamie?
There's a lot of detail, so take it. And
Yeah, just give me the cliff notes.
Cliff note.
Give me the OneNote for Dummies. Also, OneNote's the best program ever invented.
I love it.
There we go. I'll have to check it out. All right, so following our successful defeat of the Magman creatures, a large fire monster appears out of the large lava pit, about 14 feet tall. The party attempts to hurt the large monster. The rolls are not on our side, but we manage to hit it enough to cause significant damage. The monster splits into two separate monsters.
Hit it enough.
We continue to attack the creatures, focusing on the weaker one, destroying it. Upon its death, we attack the remaining monster. Rosara casts a rain spell, and we are able to kill the last remaining fire monster. We go back to our room. Binks, and Victon take some fruit to get a little energy back, celebrate our unexpected victory. We leave our room and try to go find out about our winnings. We get our winnings, 250 gold each, and head back to the unicorn to pick up Rosara's weapon. I head over to Manda's blades and pick up the javelin, so I have a distant throwing weapon. That's Victon speaking. We as the group head to the Thundering Lizard, grab a drink, and discuss our plan.
Oh my gosh.
After going back, do you want me to read the whole thing? It's rather long. Holy cow.
No, Cliff Notes.
Oh, sorry. I was feeling it. So yeah, we go back to the Thundering Lizard. We have breakfast. What else happens? And now I have to scan it. So we go. Oh yeah, that's right. We go to have a meeting with Kwayothé, and we find out that she has been sick. We go to her house, wait outside for a while, awkwardly sitting on the front porch, looking through the window, looking over the front wall. We finally go in. Silver makes his way inside and has his way about and checks everything out, top to bottom. We do finally get a meeting with Kwayothé after haggling with Ixis. And so let's see, what are we doing? We ask about a reward for helping her kind of get rid of Akaneafa and Zhanti at the same time. She offers us aid in return for assisting, but we must also be willing to help her as well. She asks us to come up with a plan and return to her home. Kwayothé whispers something to Ixis and then asks us to leave. We leave and head for Kaya's house of repose, but the weather picks up and starts pouring down rain. We head to the nearest restaurant, walk in, we grab a table, and Rosara orders food. We discuss our plan, and that's kind of where we left off.
Travis, your next character should totally just be a chronicler.
I'll do it. I can do that.
Like the entire game, you're just taking notes.
I mean, I'm already doing that. Can I use my bonus action to add formatting?
Okay, so did you guys leave off in the Thundering Lizard? Did you guys go back?
No.
I think you're still in the. I think you're still in the butchery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Remind me, what time is it? Time of day?
It's late afternoon.
Okay. Because, yeah, we finished our battle, shopped, came here, discussed.
Well, you went to shopped Kwayothé here.
Right. Okay.
Then you creeped on her a little bit, I think.
And we're not in the Thundering Lizard, right? We're in a different bar right now.
Yes, correct.
Are we even in a bar, or was it just some like?
Like a butcher.
deli.
that we
It's a
stumbled
deli.
into? Yeah.
It's a Schlotsky's.
Schlotzky's, yep. Because those are still around.
Well, I was going for a dated reference.
Mission accomplished.
Well done, sir.
Well, so did we come up with a definitive course of action?
Well, I've been sitting here thinking, and I did have a good idea about a possible course of action. We have these things that we got up north, and if we were to plant one of those on the guy that we're looking at taking out, we could, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. We've got these badges, and if we plant one in his house, and then we tell Arthur that he's the person, they'll search his house, they'll find the stuff. We've gotten the good graces of 2 people, and we've taken out somebody who probably wants us dead anyway.
So, I like this plan, but what puts us at Zhanti's house? Like, we're just covering our tracks. What puts us there? Or do we even give up that we're there?
Well, I mean, it does seem like we have a member of the party who's very good at traipsing around. Oh my gosh. You guys getting that electrical feedback?
Yeah, I heard it.
We do have a member of the party that seems pretty good about sneaking around a house.
I wasn't sneaking. I can't remember my accent. Myself. Wasn't sneaking. It was just exploring.
The accent was carpetbagger.
I know. I can't remember.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll try to remember it.
I'll think. Said I'll sit on you.
I'm just reading, trying to remember my southern accent.
Just remember, it's like molasses.
Okay, I've got it back.
And there it is.
I just had to read something to remember the voice that I.
Oh, great.
Like the worst version of those phrases that you use to drop into the accents.
What phrase did you use? Like, where it puts lotion on its skin.
I just have to read something, and then I can remember what the accent was. I can't do it unless I got something to read.
So, as I was saying, we do have a member that seems pretty good at sneaking around a house.
And I'm more than happy to wander around Zhanti's house, but is that our only course of action, is send me in with a badge to try and drop somewhere conspicuously inconspicuous and not get caught myself?
Well, what if we catch Zhanti out in public? Maybe, have a stakeout outside her house or is Zhanti a male or female?
Female.
It's a male. Oh, it's a female. Oh, okay. I thought you said it was Shago's dad.
Nope. Shago's mother.
So, what if we just like stake out her house, kind of like we did Kwayothé, and kind of see when she leaves, and maybe bump into her, place the badge, and then go from there. And that's all the interaction we have to have.
Do we think it's too obvious meeting her that close to the house, though? Like, I mean, I'm okay with us going to the house and following her a little bit away from it. But if we're right there outside of the house, I feel like that's going to draw some attention
Yeah,
and maybe
I mean,
lead to believing we
maybe.
were the ones that planted it.
Yeah, well, maybe see if she goes to like a crowded, the Grand Souk, maybe. A lot of people in there.
Wouldn't she have guards though? And maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to do a little research on her before we came.
Well, yeah, that's what.
Kenny
Yeah, I like
Alpha
that.
was a gladiatorial enthusiast. Maybe she has a similar interest.
That's not
Well,
a bad idea.
No. Not at all.
I do think if we go the house route, I think there's less risk of us getting caught than if we try and drop it in his pocket in public. Just something to maybe think about. But I definitely think that, I mean, shit, we don't even know where she lives right now.
And so, what do we do if we leave it in the house? How do we bring attention to it in a way that she might not find it and get rid of it before they're found out?
Mm.
I think that's a pretty big risk of dropping it off in the house.
Then why not two? You leave one inconspicuously conspicuous so they find it and don't look any further.
That's smart. I like that.
Represent. Well, what if we see her leave and then we break into her house and just plant it in the house?
I don't think that's a bad course of action either. I do think some opposition research is required.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to remind everyone that if she finds out that we had something to do with Shago, we're going to be running the pits before the day's over. So I think whatever action we need to take, we need to be very, very careful, because she already has a grudge against us. She doesn't know it's us, but she does.
Now, is there anyone here in Port Nyanzaru linking you back to the murder of her son, or just that you were the ones who perpetrated?
As far as I remember, just the person we did the job for.
Which was...
That was Kwayothé, who we just spoke with.
Ah, so she holds another card over your head.
I never thought of it that way.
So, if we plant this item and we're going to Keneafa, what are we telling her?
I think it would be very simple to inform. It's very simple. She came to us asking for information. We went and we found the information. Where we got that information shouldn't be of importance.
You don't think she'll ask?
Or we tell her we did it for Zhanti. That we were sent to rescue her son from the Flaming Fists, but they had already killed him.
He was already dead. Good.
We are a wonderful group of heroes, by the way.
I think Miss Rosara, you're the only one who has called us hero. The rest of us just like the sound of it.
I just thought it had a nice ring to it. I don't know.
It's a great misnomer, I will give you that.
So, we go, we scope out.
I think that's step one.
Yeah. Let's start there because, I mean, if she has as many guards as Kwayothé does, you know, breaking into the house might be out of the question.
Right. Well, then I think our action would have to be to plan it on Zhanti herself.
Okay. Well, step.
Another option is we could send an assassin after Kwayothé and Kwayothé. I like my idea. An assassin with the badges. It's a difficult one and convoluted at best, but an option nonetheless.
But then that involves us paying gold.
To assassins that we then kill and recover our
I don't think that's a bad plan. Personally,
I do not think it should be our first option, no.
Personally, that might be a little too evil for my taste, a little too nefarious. But it's not a bad
And
plan.
I will plan it for you. And your conscience can be clear.
So we should probably start by finding out where she lives and then going and scoping it out.
It's a good idea. Let's see if we can
Could
figure out where
we
that is.
could we get some kind of not costume but outfit change so that maybe she won't know that it's us following her all over the place tomorrow?
My clothes are looking a little ragged after a few days, where I could certainly use a change if we want to find a tailor.
Let's do that. Let's go find a tailor and let's find something a little more inconspicuous.
I mean, and he'll point to Victor. Do you even have a change of clothes besides that suit of armor that you're wearing?
I have nothing else with me, so I'll need to buy something or find something somewhere.
Okay. Has the rain stopped?
I still hear it.
It has not.
Okay. I'll speak up to the proprietor, and I'll say, where could we find the closest tailor?
He thinks about it a little bit. He's like, well, I mean, there's a few. There's some down in the market ward where you could go. It's the Doves and Pigeons. Or you could go to the Blue Moon over up here in the Merchant Ward.
Blue Moon or Blue Loon?
Moon.
Oh!
Nope.
You know what a loon is, Doodlehead?
And he points them out to you on the on your little map.
I mean, Doves and Pigeons would be back by where we're staying.
Well, we need extravagant.
Sounds
too.
cool.
I think both shops are worth hitting up.
Shopping montage.
Okay. So you guys head into Doves and Pigeons?
I think we were gonna head to Blue because we're already up in the Merchant's Ward, right?
Yes, I think you were like right here.
Yeah. So I think we'd head to the Blue Moon first.
Okay. So Blue Moon, he points out, is right up here. Just putting it on the map for everybody to see. Okay. You heading on in?
Yeah.
Ah, Blue Moon first.
I like how we're trying to make a party of a drow, a halfling, lizard folk, and an elf look inconspicuous and like they fit in.
Oh, just you wait to see the inconspicuous outfits that I buy.
Yeah. You guys are going to be... This is probably your best plan ever.
I think it's our only plan so far.
That's what I was going to say.
The only other plan we had was run at everything until it kills us. So this is a step up for us. This is genius level for us.
Yeah.
Forward thinking.
Oh,
Because my first thought was we just kick in his door and go murder him and his guards, and then it's done.
That's plan C.
Okay.
So as we go in, Rosara's gonna look at Silver and she's gonna say, "Now, listen, Dapper Dan. We're talking inconspicuous, blend in. So no fancy schmancy stuff."
Oh, that is why I'm buying several outfits. Blendy, and ostentatious.
Okay, just try to remember. We're trying to not draw attention to ourselves. It's going to be hard enough as it is.
Try not to draw attention to ourselves. Yeah.
you son of a bitch.
All right, so we're in the shop.
Okay, so as you walk in, you see bolts of cloth kind of lined up against all of the walls. You see some that are kind of draped over halfway over like a table. And then you see in the very back a taller brunette human. She's wearing nicer clothes for some of the merchants. You feel like maybe up here in the merchants wards it's a little bit higher class than down in the market ward.
Okay. And this is out of game. Have we Are there beggars and stuff like in Chult? Like just out on the streets?
There aren't any really in the city walls. When you went through the anchorage and kind of up by the executioner's run, that's where the lower class citizens are that live outside the walls.
Okay. Alright. Good to know. Alright, so as we walk in, I'll say, hello? Could we get some help?
Oh, hi, yeah. What can I do for you?
Well, we're all kind of in the mood for some new threads. I'm looking for something kind of inauspicious, something that browns and cream colors and a cloak with a hood, something. Okay. I've got a blind date and I don't really like the guy, so I don't want to wear anything fancy. I want him to know that I really don't like this guy.
And she's like, well, I mean, if you don't want to be conspicuous, you may want to stick with some of the Cholton colors. And she kind of points to some of the brighter colored robes. And she's like, if you want to look, these, what we sell here is for the upper class of Port Nyanzaru. And, I mean, if you're looking for something that's kind of drab and boring, you could go down to Doves and Pigeons. I mean, if you want something that looks nicer, that's kind of what we sell here.
Okay, well, I wouldn't mind something kind of nice.
Okay, what, you want a brown? I don't have much brown. She takes you over to a very small section of clothes that are hung up against the wall.
I'll tell you what, I think I've kind of changed my mind. I want to look like a rainbow vomited on me.
Oh, well, she takes you to a much bigger section of clothes. And she's like, well, here are some of our more colorful options. And she kind of starts pulling, separating the robes and stuff.
Chalton females, do they wear dresses, tunics?
Yes, to both. So they are very colorful dresses. Some when it's a hotter day, it's lighter wear, so a dress will probably be there. When it's a cooler kind of it doesn't really get cold here, but maybe like low 80s, they do wear like a cloak with a tunic underneath.
Okay. So I think I'd probably look for a prettier dress, like a colorful dress.
Okay.
And maybe like a solid colored cloak in like maroon color.
Okay.
And of course, we'll probably have to hem whatever garments we have here for me, I'm guessing.
And she's like, "Oh yeah, that shouldn't be a problem."
What about this one and that cloak over there?
Okay. She pulls it off and lays it out on the table. This one?
Yeah, I think this kind of fits in here.
Okay. Do you want to describe what you're looking for in it? Because I'll let you. She kind of has what you're looking for.
Sure. So I'm looking for something that would maybe fit with the Cholton traditions. There's not much I'm going to be able to do to make myself inconspicuous, like you said, from wearing darker colors. So I think I'm going to go for something bright, like a summery dress, and then I was going to get, if they have like a lightweight cloak, in like a maroon color is what I was hoping for.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. So the material of the dress is like almost like the white linen you see like rich white people wear on the beach. But it's very colorful.
Tissue fabric.
Yeah, but it's very colorful. And then the robe is just, or the cloak is just that, a maroon cloak with a hood.
Okay. I think I'll take this. How much for these two?
Well, with the tailoring, we can make it an even gold, like 1 gold piece, I think.
Could you throw in a pair of sandals? Call it a deal?
Give me a persuasion check. How about you get your friends here to buy stuff and I'll throw it in?
Oh, I'm definitely buying something.
Everybody here, we're here to purchase.
Then yes, definitely I could do that.
Okay, you have a deal. Give me the 1 gold.
Okay. Okay, Binks, what are you looking for?
I don't think we got your name. My name's Steely Dan.
Oh, hi Steely. My name's Mia.
Nia?
Mama Mia.
Mia. Okay, good. Like mama. Okay.
Yep.
Just kidding.
You're funny. You're a funny kid.
I'm a funny kid. I'm looking for something that a young Cholton would wear for maybe a night on the town, or just trying to dress to impress.
Cholton prom.
Yeah, maybe something. I'd like to pull my hair up a little bit. A shawl wrapped around my shoulders.
Oh my god. Okay.
Red, if you have it. Some kind of red.
I thought you were going for green.
Well, I'm not trying to be Binks here.
Oh.
I'm going opposite.
I gotcha.
Inconspicuous, yeah.
So she pulls out like a pair of Cholton trousers, which are they're not like full pants. They're like high waters. What are those called when they're 3/4 length? Capris. Thank you. Yeah, they're capri pants that are very like almost like bell bottoms, but capris. And then it's a vest just a vest that's same material as the dress, and she hands you like almost like a top hat that hides your hair, but it's brimless, and it's also very, very colorful.
So a capris, a vest, and a top hat.
Yeah.
Brimless.
Well, it's not like a top hat. It's just like a very tall hat.
Oh. This isn't. I'm not going to stick out, am I? I want to look like a Cholton.
You would know you've seen these before.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Can I try these on here? I want to make sure they fit.
Oh, she points you to a changing room in the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna run in and try them on.
And it's like that hat I just posted. It's not like crazy. It's just like a little hat. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know the name. My ignorance is showing.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna go try these on.
Okay. It's a Kente Kufe hat. Is what it's called. Okay. So, Victon, you buying some stuff?
Yeah. No, I'm looking for something to kind of get out of this metal armor I've been wearing. So I'd like a pair of shorts or pants, shirts. I definitely need like a cloak with a hood or something to keep me from getting, drenched from all this rain. Maybe something like a reddish, purple, maroon kind of color, maybe.
Okay, so she hands you shorts that are actual shorts, knee length, so a little bit shorter than the capris. And then she hands you the cloak, and she says, "What kind of top were you looking for again?"
Just some kind of shirt, or like a vest, or just kind of something that's not tight. And comfortable to wear.
So she gives you two options. One is a vest. The other is 3/4 length sleeves.
I'll do the 3/4 length sleeves.
Okay, and obviously colors are your choice. She
Yep.
kind of has this in everything.
Yeah, so we'll just do maroon, or a maroonish color.
Okay, and
then,
what? Anything
I got
else?
I could use like a pair of shoes or something.
Okay, she gives you sandals, like kind of like gladiator sandals that go up to like up your calves. She has like some boots that you could wear, almost like cowboy boots.
The dragon and cowboy boots. I like the ring of that. Let's take the cowboy boots.
Okay.
Why am I picking up a southern accent tonight?
Because you got.
Are they like those Chilean cowboy boots that have like the tips on them that are like 3 feet long?
No.
Do they have little skulls in the tips like those guys from Breaking Bad?
They can. She can put those on there for you.
No, I don't want those. I'm not that badass.
Okay. I mean, a dragonborn in shorts, 3/4 sleeve, and boots. Mighty fine. You guys are not going to stand out at all. Okay, and she's like, "What about you, Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome over there?"
I'm gonna need something that fully covers. It needs to come down to my wrists, as well as a cravat. And I'm actually gonna want several outfits. One a little
You're so bad.
nicer than the other, and then one a little more for everyday wandering. And then, is it possible to weave something into the fabric to make it maybe blade resistant, to maybe turn a blade if the need arises?
Well, I don't have anything like that here. I mean, you could try enchanting this, but yeah, I just have simple cloths here. Okay.
But yes, it will need to fully cover.
Kind of robotic there, Theo. robotic there, Theo.
Is this getting any better? I'm probably saying.
No. Is your wife browsing the internet? Sucking all your juice. Your camera also froze too.
That's all you need.
Okay. So what everybody, it costs 1 gold for everybody's outfit. 1 gold each.
I didn't catch it. What'd you say?
It's going to cost 1 gold for everybody's outfit.
You hit me with that. The internet on my side is the worst.
It's going to cost 1 gold for everybody's outfit. One more time?
I got that one.
Okay.
Silver will pay her 2 gold. Is this where I've heard sometimes several of the merchant princes will come and do shopping out here? Do you know if Zhanti and Kwayothé have personal tailors? I've seen them and they look mighty sharp.
She's like, well, the princes do use my specialties, but I normally go to them when they'll put it in an order, then I'll deliver it.
I don't suppose. I've heard quite a lot about them. I would like.
That's what I'm hearing, man.
Oh, look at this! Look at the freeze cam.
Take it to them.
Oh god.
Your camera froze pretty good with you doing a dirt face. You were like,
Dirt. Try again, Silver.
If you have an order waiting for them, I think we'd be more than happy to take it to them. I've heard quite a bit about both of them, and I would relish the opportunity to meet either one of them.
So, well, I don't have anything now. We did just stock up for, the rainy season. Maybe in a...
Yes, we noticed on the wheel.
Right. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe check back in a week or so. They usually don't change outfits too often unless there's like a big event gathering.
I understand. Thank you very much.
Okay. What else do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna need.
I'm gonna come out of the dressing room now. Do a little twirl. How do I look?
Pretty awful.
Perfect.
I think you'll fit in pretty well.
Alright, so where are we going?
Did we want to go check out the other stores still? I know we talked about going to both.
Is
it still raining?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna put on my new clothes. I'm gonna ask her to wrap them up if she can.
Okay.
Is there like a ledger that may, like, where they keep notes or addresses thing nearby?
Give me a perception check.
Good question.
11.
If you look in the back of the shop, you see some books, but nothing stands out to you that it would be like a ledger.
Rosara, you're not gonna wear yours home?
Darling, it's pouring rain outside.
Break them in.
No, I'm okay. I'll save mine for tomorrow.
I'll put the cloak on, but leave the rest in like a bag or whatever.
Oh, I'm wearing mine. See this hat? It's gonna keep me so dry.
So dry.
So dry.
I think at this point we're just gonna start making our way back to the market ward and see if we can't catch Doves and Pigeons before they close.
Okay. So yeah, at this point it is getting very darkish. There's still some light kind of reflecting off the water, but other than that, the sun is starting to set. As you show up to the Dove and Pigeon, which is this blue building right here.
Ooh.
Oh, it's got a slide on it. That's cool.
Nope. It's not a slide. Okay.
Why do you have to ruin my
Here
fun?
it is. Oh, here it is. You
It's
can't rob this.
it's closed. It's closed for the day. The night, it's closed. It's done.
Well, I guess we head back to the lizard.
Yeah, we all got our outfits, right?
Mm-hmm.
We will definitely fit in as much as we can in the merchant's board. Dude, we are going to look so ridiculous.
Well, you got a dragon cowboy over there.
I wish I had an ounce of creative drawing ability. I would totally draw all four of us.
Yeah, so you guys are the worst. Okay. So in the
I
lizard,
just wanted to make sure my hand-up was addressed. Did it? I have something like moderately fancy, vest, tunic with long sleeves, pants, boots.
yeah, I imagine you to be kind of a southern gentleman
Yeah.
type guy. So but you're definitely like out of sorts here. So,
Does he have that southern guy haircut that's like where it's all like blow dried forward and then like swept across? You know what I'm talking about?
It's got it.
I didn't catch that at all.
I think he's agreeing that's what his hair looks like. Yes, he was.
Yes. Silver is a yes and no character tonight. Okay, so you head into the Thundering Lizard. You guys are drenched. But it is extremely busy in here. So you could tell from the weather outside that people kind of come inside to not get wet and stay out of the elements. Standing room only at the moment. Yeah.
So, do we see it like they look like regulars? They look like people because we've been here now a couple nights. Or do they look like people we've seen before? Or do they look like they fit being here?
Give me a perception check.
Is this the busiest it's been?
Yes.
And can we tell if that's because of the rain, like you said?
Yeah. Yeah, you get a good idea. I mean, you've been here for like a week straight, almost. You could tell you see some familiar faces. You see the old kook from the fishing dock. He frequents some of the bars.
Duck and behind everybody and try to avoid his line of sight.
Be glad I don't want to have to deal with that again because I would totally throw you under the bus right now.
Nope.
And then you see some people you've never seen before, but it does have a lot of regulars in here.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have a full bar's name of people. If you're looking,
Sure.
you've never
No, of
asked.
course. No, I don't want names.
Well, there's Bill, there's Tom, there's Fred, there's George, there's Steve, there's Bill too.
There better be a Norm.
No,
And a fucking...
there's Normies. He's a normie.
And no, does anybody look like out of place?
Besides us.
Sorry, say that again.
Does anybody look maybe like they're out of place? Like maybe they're too good to be hanging out in here?
Yes. With your perception check, yes. There's a table of people that look out of place.
So as we pull in, I'm gonna tell the party, kind of pull them aside, and that table over there. I got a bad feeling about them. Perhaps we ought to leave the discussions for different times, and maybe watch our backs a little bit.
Bad feeling how? Like,
I mean, look at them. Do they look like they would be drinking in a place like this?
I look over. What's the makeup of these 4 people? Male, female?
It's 3 male, 1 female, and they look very upper class.
Yeah, they're kind of pretty looking. But
Has anybody in this establishment ever looked pretty?
well, besides us, I mean, we kind of class up the joint, but
I mean, look at these cowboy boots.
yeah, I think you're okay. You're right. We'll sit on the other side.
Okay, so
let's invite them over. I think that sounds good myself.
we have plans tomorrow. I don't really want to pick a fight or cause any problems until tomorrow.
I need 10 experience points per person.
We're so close. Did we ever find out the bartender's name of this place?
Yeah, we did. It's I'm drawing a blank.
I can't find it in my notes.
I don't remember if I gave him a name. Oh, they have spurs then. So as you walk, they go.
Wangle, wangle, wangle.
Let me check if I put them in my notes. One moment, please.
Trying to find them.
Un momento, por favor.
I did not put him in my notes. So, his name is... It's a new person. It's a new person. His name is Seymour.
Seymour Butts.
Is there a Seymour Butts around here? Looking for a man to hug and kiss?
Do we want to maybe ask Seymour who those people are, or just not care about them?
I think the less attention we draw to ourselves, the better. Let's just grab a table and watch her.
Alright.
Alright.
Chilton specials?
I will take one, and then
I'll buy
I'll
it.
keep an eye out for a table in case one's open up.
I'll buy this round. I'm gonna head up to the bar and order how many we need? 4 Chilton specials, please.
Okay. Whoop.
Delicious.
I'm keeping my eye on her the whole time. Without like staring a hole in her. I'm
Like side eye?
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Seymour, it's packed in here tonight.
Yeah, it's I mean, on these rainy days, we usually get pretty good attendance.
Yeah? Did you hear about the job we did in the arena?
Oh yeah, you kids are making mighty name for yourself.
Yeah. You see what I bought? And I'll do like a little spin and kind of show off my vest and pants.
Oh, that's nice.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the red vest with the red cloak.
Yeah, it's kind of like red. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sure
Alright,
is. And as he kind of pays attention to what you're wearing. There goes inconspicuousness.
Shut up.
Hey guys, look what I'm wearing.
No, but don't care. Yeah, so just the specials then, the Chilton special.
Yep. He turns around. I mean, he has these like pre-made. It's pretty busy, so he just some of the pre-made ones to you.
Alright. How much is it? I can't remember.
I think it was like 5 copper per.
Alright.
So 2 silver looks fine.
Okay. 2 silver. There you go. Thanks, Seymour.
Oh, you're welcome. Yep. You sure are welcome.
And then I'm heading back to the table.
Okay.
What the hell is happening?
Get out of here, kid! Oh, I was hoping he'd kick him or something. Catch it on camera. Okay, so Binks arrives back at the table with 4 Cholton specials.
Did we actually find a table? Because I know it was busy, and there wasn't a table available at the time.
Yeah, we'll say a group got up and left.
Okay.
Has our friend across the bar done anything?
They've done nothing.
But stare at you.
You see them glance around, but they don't have drinks at their table.
Do we see food on the table? And are we within earshot of them, or is our table too far away?
It's too loud, so you can't really hear anything outside of your table.
How are they close to the stairs to go upstairs?
No.
Are they on our path up to the stairs?
No. So imagine it being this square is your room where the map is. You guys are like here.
We can't see it.
You can see the map.
We can't see the square.
You can see the map.
Okay.
I'll make a square for you. How's that? Is that a good square?
You're the best DM. That's a rectangle. But you're still the DM.
Okay. So here is the bar. Okay. Here is the stairs. You guys are here. Maybe you guys are here. These guys are over in this corner. And El Bartender
I would like to...
is...
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Could I do like an investigation check to see if maybe her clothes look familiar, or like I might have seen them out somewhere important or something?
We can use your original perception check. You could tell they look like some of the people you saw in the northern side of the city. I mean, they don't have like a sigil or like, like a house or anything.
Okay.
It's just nicer clothes.
Okay.
We're talking Blue Moon style nice, or nicer than even Blue Moon?
Blue Moon style nice, yeah.
Okay.
So almost like the clothes you guys just bought.
How perfect.
Nobody has cowboy boots though.
Gotta be the original.
Did any of them have weapons?
You don't know that. I mean, you can give me a perception check.
Obvious weapons. I'll give you the perception anyway, but obvious weapons.
No obvious weapons, no. You can't tell.
We said it was... What was the makeup of the party? Three women, one guy?
Three males, 1 female.
Okay. Hmm.
Man, these specials are good.
They sure are. I think I'm going to need another one here in a minute.
Rosara's going to drain hers, and she's going to get up and she's going to go walk. Are there any regulars that we've talked to or know that are close to at a table close to them?
You guys haven't really talked too many in here, if I remember correctly. But there's regulars that you've seen. There were people here that were here from your first fight. I mean, I don't know if you feel some affinity towards them.
Yeah, didn't we have a conversation with like two guys that were supposed to be going to be in the crowd for a second?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering if any of them are there.
Not that you can see, no.
I'm trying to find a way to think of. I don't want to get too close.
Okay, I'm gonna go get a drink. You guys want a refill?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll have another.
I'll take another, but these Chilton specials are a little too sweet for my liking. Maybe you can see if they have a little southern comfort.
I can ask if they have something a little less sweet for you.
And then have them put some Coke in that.
Has to be Coke. So I'll head over to the bar and ask Seymour for 3 Chilton specials, and you got something a little less sweet for my buddy Silver.
Okay, he's gonna grab a dusty bottle off the shelf. And nobody really, I mean, you could tell that he pretty much, if you look around the bar, everybody has a Chilton special. It's kind of like just what you get here. So he pulls a dusty bottle of like brandy off the back wall. He's like, this is the only thing that's not on Chilton special that I got. I mean, I got maybe some more beer in the back somewhere, or some more alcohol in the back.
I'll take that bottle you got there.
Oh, you want the whole bottle?
I'll take a glass of what's in that bottle. Sorry.
Okay. He's like, all right, 2 silver for the whole,
Here you go.
4. Okay.
Yep. So I'll hand him that, and while he's making up the drink, I'll just ask him, how long have these guys at table been in here for? They seem a little out of place. Have they been here for a while? Do you know anything about who they are or anything?
Well, I mean, they just come in and they had some drinks and they've just been talking. Never seen them around here before.
Do you know if did they come in while it was raining, or have they been here even before then?
Yeah, it looks like they just ducked in here to escape the rain, maybe. I don't know, maybe they were over at the Coliseum. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, but with their nicer outfit, that would make sense. I wouldn't want to be out there in the rain for too long myself. Well, thank you for your time, sir.
Oh, no problem. Would hate to scuff up them shiny shoes they got.
Yes, sir. And thank you very much. I'll take the drinks, head back to the table, hand them all over.
Okay.
Silver, this is the best you had. It was a pretty dusty bottle, so kind of seemed like it would be up your alley.
That is perfect, then.
Just like you, Silver. Dusty old bottle.
He'll do the little, like, spin it and take a sniff before he, takes a little tentative sip.
You're quite the connoisseur of alcohol, aren't you?
When it pertains to the situation, I
like your style. What were you saying?
What? I was talking to my wife. If you caught any of that, I'm sorry.
No.
Somebody's name was Arlanda. I thought I muted it.
No, you did.
did.
It just looked like you were talking to us.
Oh, no.
You were looking right at the camera. You were like...
Well, I mean, she's like back behind me, so I can't like, hey, how you doing? Somebody's name was Arlanda, like A-R Londa. Sounds hot.
So that reminds me of the story. My wife and I were getting our haircuts from one of her friends, and she had, I don't remember if it was a customer of hers or just one of the people that they worked with or whatever, but there was somebody who got their hair cut or whatever. Her name was Ladasha, and it was spelled LA-A.
That's awesome.
I love that story. It's
I should have
hilarious.
done that to one of my children.
That's the worst. That's literally the worst name anybody could ever have.
I heard one kid who was named Orangelo and
Yes, Limangelo.
Orange. And
After orange and lemon jello. Yes, you're familiar with Freakonomics, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
It's a great book.
Great book, great podcast.
Okay.
I mean, we would. I don't know about everybody else. I would just be hanging out, waiting to see if she does anything. If she doesn't, I would eventually go to bed.
They just stay there talking.
Shay, go get upstairs.
So we're on that one corner of their square. They're on the other corner. Where is the bar in relation to that square?
In the corner closest to you.
Okay, so we're closer to it. They're further away, so they're not even between us.
Yep, correct.
Is this a place that had like was a dartboard or something? Didn't we have a drink somewhere like that?
I think that was the Rusty Hook.
That's probably right. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys want to head up?
I'm still enjoying my drink.
What time are we thinking about starting tomorrow?
I think the earlier we can get there, the more likely we are to catch her leaving for the day, and trail her for the whole day. See where she goes, who she talks to.
Probably a good idea. Do we secure an address or location of where we're going?
Haven't yet.
The merchant district, we'll have to find that in the morning too.
Yeah, we better go early then.
Well, maybe those people over on the other side of the bar would possibly know where she lives, or at least have a rough idea. And it gives us an excuse to go talk to them and possibly discover what they're up to.
If they work for that person, they're going to know that we asked about them.
Well, that's fine. I've been in Fort Nyanzaru all the 3 days now. It's a legitimate question to ask.
I mean, is there anything that indicating that this isn't the Zhanti that we're looking for? For all we know, it could be.
No. I wouldn't, at this point, I wouldn't know Zhanti from a hole in the ground.
Nope.
How old was the gal? I missed.
I didn't give an age. She's, not young, but not old. Like, she's kind of mid, maybe 30s, 20s, 30s.
So it's probably not
That's too young to be.
that person.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go talk to her,
I think I might meander on over and see how things are going for them.
I'm going to bed. Going to not be here for this.
Okay, Silver will stand up. He'll do that slow rise, and then grab Binks by like the back scruff of his neck if he's still down there.
I'm still there.
Yeah, he's gonna walk over with you.
Ah,
Just play along, boy.
I-
And he'll meander over to the table of fancy dressed people, and now it's mighty good to see some folks dressed up like you are. How are you doing this fine day? My young ward here, he seen you dressed up, and well, we finally had a chance to, the opportunity and the privilege to stop by the Blue Moon and get him some fancy new clothes, and He thought he looks mighty good and wanted to talk to some people who look mighty good themselves.
I'll do a bow as you introduce me.
No, since he's still got a hand on the scruff of his neck, he won't let him bow.
I'll try.
The girl kind of looks at you and she's like, oh, I mean, it's okay. It's not the worst that we've seen, but it seems fine.
I possibly made the mistake of letting him pick his own outfit today. First time, and he'll do the... You can see how that worked out. Now, what brings all of you finely dressed folks to this kind of establishment?
Oh, yeah, we were just over at the games today and figured we'd get out of the rain.
I certainly understand it's a mighty downpour out there. We don't get that where I'm from. It takes a little bit of getting used to. Who did you have your money on at the games?
Oh, we had it on. We had it on the home team tonight. So
I understand it's always something tempting to bet against the gladiator. And he'll pull out a chair and sit down. Now we're in this. I'm still getting used to this city. I haven't been here much more than 3 days myself, but how long where in this town do you hail from?
oh yeah, we're up in the merchant ward up there.
Out of Merchant Ward. I've heard my tale about that. Have you heard of Ikana Alpha? Some of my compatriots, they had a chat with her the other day.
Oh yeah, I mean, who hasn't heard of the princes, right?
Well, again, me, because I've only been here a couple days, and it's mighty interesting to hear about some of them. Ikana Alpha, apparently she was some sort of gladiator back in the day.
Oh, one of the best. One of the best. She always put on a good show.
That is good to hear, and that's my compatriots said that she was mighty fun to talk to. Mighty interesting kind of character. Let's see, they've had some dealings with. Do you know a Zhanti?
Yep, another one of the princes.
I've just heard the name. She could be in this establishment for all I know. Do you know what kind of person she is?
She's a Cholton.
That doesn't narrow it down at all.
I mean, are you like a physical description? I mean, it seems. Okay, well, I mean, she's just a Cholton. A Cholton doing her thing, prince. So she's not anything special.
If Akane Alpha's thing, if you will, is gladiatorial, what made Zhanti rise to the position of merchant prince?
I mean, she was just that, a merchant. She dealt in like the finer things, like gems and jewelries and stuff like that. But she was born into that royal blood.
See, I certainly hear that myself. Well, he'll rise. It's been mighty fun talking to you. Let me buy your next round of drinks, and he'll wave and flip a gold coin to the guy whose name I didn't write down behind the bar.
Seymour.
Yep.
Seymour?
And then he'll walk away and pull Binks along with him.
Okay.
Feed me Seymour.
And so when this started, Rosara, you went upstairs, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Silver, I don't know why you had to drag me over there.
Did you go to your room, Rosara?
Yeah, I probably would have been going to our room.
Okay, go ahead and put your token in this.
Wait.
I think you guys are kind of in one of the cheaper rooms here with 4 beds.
Oh God.
I just gotta chill.
Dude, it's been nice knowing everyone. My next character will be a lot more fun.
So, as you open that door, there's 4 people in here waiting for you. And the one in all white is sitting on the bed saying, Go ahead and close that door behind you, please.
Okay. Rosara's gonna give her a smile, and she's gonna close the door.
Okay. This one's going to come and kind of usher you towards the middle and stand between you and the door. Do you willingly kind of move?
Yes. At this point, I'm playing it as cool as possible. I'm trying not to act surprised that there's somebody in our room.
Okay. The one sitting on the bed's like, you guys aren't very secretive with your talks. And I will tell you that Akene Alpha is needing an answer tonight. Whether it be you or somebody else, we will figure it out.
Okay, well, last I checked, and I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You don't need my name.
Last I checked, there were 4 of us. It wouldn't be quite right for me to make a decision for 4 people.
She's like, you're right. So why don't you have a seat on the bed and we'll wait for the others.
Okay.
Okay.
I go and do it. I'll sit on the bed.
Okay, and this one's going to move away from the door. And now let's go ahead and let's cut back to Silver and Binks and Victon.
Silver, I don't know why you had to drag me over there. You didn't even let me say anything.
That was my excuse to come over, was you wanted to show off your outfit.
Alright, but you didn't even let me bow to him and say anything.
Oh, Chloe, if you're with me, you don't bow to anyone, they bow to you.
Well, I've never had anybody bow to me before. I'm kind of a nobody, but... Alright.
You're somebody and people will bow to you.
Are you guys back at the table, or where did you guys wind up at right now? Are you guys at the bar waiting for the drinks still?
I think we...
I think we headed back to the table.
Okay. So then I would, of course, ask if you guys learned anything. Did you guys find out anything of any use, or what?
We learned that Binks has a long way to go before he can pass off his nobility. Trying to bow to everyone. Don't know why. And also that Zhanti dealt in jewelry and gemstones and things of that nature, and that she was born into her position.
Okay. Do you find anything else about anybody else? Did you just go up and just ask them about Zhanti, or did we kind of ambiguize it? Did we hide that and ask, about other princes so it didn't seem so focused?
We asked about Kwayothé, that you gentlemen have had dealings, and Rosara, where she went to bed.
She did.
Seems mighty early. Isn't she usually one of the later ones to go to bed?
Well, it's been a long day. I don't blame her. We got to get up early tomorrow. It's probably not a bad idea for us to go back to bed when we're done with our drinks here.
I think that's a mighty fine decision, except he'll wave to Seymour. I will take the rest of that bottle if that will oblige you, sir.
Okay. He's gonna say, yeah, 2 gold. I'll be fine.
Okay. He'll toss him 3.
Oh, thank you for the tip. Happy I could help.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Hopefully in the future you can make it some gladiatorial games and help put our name out there when the time comes.
What's your all name again?
The heroes, but we're working on it.
May need to workshop that a little bit. He's like, oh, I mean, pretty generic, but sounds good.
It's still in beta testing, if you will.
Okay, he just turns around like, right. Okay, so you all head upstairs.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to go upstairs. I got nothing else to do down here to keep me from getting entangled in all of this.
Are you all afraid?
Yeah.
How long has it been?
I don't know. How long do you think you guys were down there? Another 10, 15 minutes?
I would say another 15 minutes.
Yeah, I would say that's fair.
Not a terribly long time, but enough to finish most of the rest of our drinks.
Well, so I'd like to, can we go back to what happened to me during that 10 to 15 minutes?
So yeah, we'll cut back. So as you know, you're sitting there on the bed. The lady in white, she has like a dagger and is just twirling it against her finger. No,
Okay.
I mean they're not talking. They're not saying anything. Just patiently waiting.
All right. I'm going to get very quiet and close my eyes, and I'm going to grab my my amulet, and I'm going to pray to Anatar. I'm going. So, and this is kind of like her inner monologue. She's not saying this out loud. It's like, so I think I stepped in it. I don't know if you're real. I kind of doubt it, but if you are, hope I've done you proud. And as she finishes, she'd like to cast thaumaturgy on herself,
Okay.
and she's going to make her voice 3 times louder than it is, and she's going to tell the group, "Run! You have to run right now! Go!"
Okay.
Very sacrificial.
Do we hear that?
I'm gonna say you guys. We'll do it at the very end of the conversation, and you guys are headed up the stairs. You guys are like right here on those stairs. So I'd say you hear it. Yeah, definitely.
That sounded like Rosara.
That
She
it
would
did,
be-
and I think we have one direction to run, and I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Yeah, so right? I'm not. If she's in trouble, I'm not leaving her.
She's probably talking over this the whole time, saying, "Listen, they know everything. It's time for you to. You can cut me off if they cut me off. But it's time for you to go. You have to go. You have to
I
run."
think after that, the scout's gonna muffle your mouth. So this one's gonna come behind you and grab you and hold your mouth.
Okay.
Are you gonna resist?
Yeah, I think at this point I'd probably start resisting.
So let's do. You can do a dex or a strength, however you want to do it. Okay. So yeah, she's gonna quiet you.
Would it be possible, with me being quieted, to try and cast Sacred Flame on her, like over my shoulder?
Is it a somatic spell?
Yeah, verbal and somatic.
Yeah, I think you can because you don't have to say the words. I think you just have to mouth them.
I'll even bite her hand if I have to.
No, I think you can cast it. I mean, as long as you're like saying the words into her hand, I don't think it has to be heard by people.
Yep. Yeah, I'm definitely saying them. My hands I think my hands are free. If they are, I can.
Yeah, they definitely are.
And I got the somatic component, and I just want to reach back and blast her right in
Okay.
the face.
Yeah, definitely. So, ooh, Still 4 points of damage. Okay, so let's with that, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Let me just make sure that it's clear.
I can't click on my.
Wow.
Give the internet a crank.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? I forgot to put my character out.
Yeah, everybody
I
put your
rolled.
character out there.
A mighty 4.
Okay. You good now, Silver?
Yeah, hey, turns out you can select your character a lot better
If you left click.
if I'm on the actual pointer tool instead of the measure.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so. Alright, so this guy back here, he's a big, bulky type. He's, you can tell he's definitely the bruiser. He's gonna just move straight up here to the door. And then this little tiny one back here is going to... I think they're going to longbow you, Rosara. So that's a hit. Got some good rolls tonight. Okay, Rosara, you're up.
That was what, 12 points of damage?
Yes, sir. Ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, sir?
I will use my level 2 spell to cast magical weapon.
Okay.
Oh shit, I'm thinking that, no, I'm not doing that. I'm thinking that's spiritual weapon. That's the same thing. The one that's holding me, she's still holding me?
She has your mouth covered, yep.
Okay. Does she have on any metal?
Let me see what this type has. No. She is full leather.
Rings? Any rings?
No. I mean, she has a sword. A short sword.
Is she holding it?
No, she's holding... Well, I guess... No, it's still in the hilt. I would say she's holding you with both hands.
Alright. I'm going to do this. I'm hoping that some part of the sword is touching her. I'll heat metal on the sword.
I would say definitely the... So it's still in its scabbard, but it gets hot enough that it touches her calf.
And it does some weird damage.
So there's a metal weapon or suit of heavy or medium metal armor that you can see within range. You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when the spell is cast. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause this damage again. If the creature is holding or wearing the object, it takes damage from it. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. So I did the wrong one anyways. I think since it's in the scabbard, I'm going to give her advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Does she still take half damage from that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I believe that's what we
because
said.
The Constitution save is about dropping the item or not. I think she takes the damage. I don't think it even has the damage, because the save is about dropping the item or not about avoiding the damage. At least that's how I've always read it.
Okay. I think you're right, actually. Okay, so, she's going to kind of push you away and then use her action to disengage.
Okay.
And just kind of move back over behind the lady in white.
Okay.
Okay, Victon.
So, before I go rushing in there, I mean, is that what the three of us want to do? Do we want
Yeah.
to
Yeah, my cat's in there.
run in and bargain? That sounds good. So I'll unsheath my sword. I will run up to the door and just try and bust it inward. I'm assuming that's the way the door swings.
Yep.
So
Give me a strength check.
Let me find my character sheet, and a strength check
Ugh.
is not stealth.
That's a save.
Save,
Do the one on the left.
Oh, yep. I forgot about the numbers on this. Jesus. I'm new.
God
That's
So,
terrible.
you like put your shoulder into it, but it just like hits like a wall and nothing. Okay.
That's
So
my spur gets stuck in the
Nice.
wall.
I love it.
so
That'd be hilarious.
this lady's gonna say, "No, Rosara, was that really smart?"
I'm just gonna stare at her. I'm not gonna say anything.
She's gonna say, let's put down your weapon."
I'm gonna start saying prayers to Anatar out loud.
Why? Okay, she's gonna shoot you.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
Damn.
Does that hit you?
A 16?
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah, 18.
Okay.
Fine. Let's see.
Silver.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over right behind the victim. Say, are you not gonna kick the door down?
Hey, I tried, and I haven't done it before. I just thought it'd be cool, and I failed miserably.
Well, I'm not about to kick the door down.
Let me move out of your way.
I want to make, before we kick the door down, I want to make everyone clear Rosara is being honest when she says run. She wasn't like, I just don't want it to be misconstrued. She's being dead serious to run. Like,
I mean, I don't have the strength to open up a door, and I don't know. Could I firebolt the door? No, I don't want to. I've seen how that goes, and it never works out as well. I don't have anything to knock the door down, so I just have to wait.
Okay.
Can I hold my action to chill touch an enemy on the other side of the door?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Binks.
Alright, so I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna ask, why aren't we in there yet?
Apparently, it's
Okay.
a sturdy door.
I came with Rosara. I'm leaving with Rosara. Got to get this door open. Yeah, I don't think my strength is shit as well. So yeah, I want to ready an action, ready an arrow, and listen the best I can.
Okay. Okay. Guy's gonna hold his turn. Scout's gonna hold her turn too. Rosara.
is the one at the door? No. I gotta get in close, so she can't use her crossbow. Rosara's going to run at the lady in white, and she is going. They didn't take my weapon, did they?
No, they did not.
I'm gonna pull out my rapier. I'm gonna take a run at her, and I'm gonna take a swipe and try and hit her.
Okay.
$24.
That hits, yeah. Okay.
And as I hit her, I'm going to say, tonight, one of us will be with Onatar. One way or another.
And she's like, Indir, I think it's going to be you. Okay, Scout's going to hold the turn. Victim.
I'm debating. What is there out down between the windows? Is there a ledge that we could get out through a window and climb to another one down here at the bottom?
No, it's pretty much straight. So the upper side, the upper level hangs over the bottom level. So it's like it's the overhang.
Okay.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Yep. Do these doors, like the one we're in front of, does it open inward? Like, would we push it in or pull it towards us?
I mean, you could try.
This would be so awesome if the door just opens like Midvale School.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna try and reach for the handle and just turn the knob, make sure it's not locked, and try and push the door open.
The door swings open.
And does it hit the person on the other side of the door? Since I tried.
No, it swings open to you guys.
Towards us. Okay.
No.
You guys are goofy bastards.
Oh, no.
So if it opens towards us, I said I pushed the door, so technically it wouldn't have opened. So, how do you want to handle that one? You want to say that I pushed it and it bounced backwards, or do you just want to pretend it didn't open?
So did you say you just try to push it open?
I said I turned the knob and tried to push it open.
I think you would, if you're going to try and open it, I think you would figure it out, like, within your turn, that it opens towards you.
Fair enough. So I push it open, it doesn't quite open, so I try and pull it back instead, and it opens, and
as you open the door, you see this large hulking figure. Not like hulking, I guess. He's just a very, very muscular guy just standing there.
Oof. Well, that's a big son of a bitch.
He's going to say, put down your weapons and come in here.
And what if I don't?
You'll have to find out.
Meanwhile, in the background, I'm like straight up murdering or dying to someone.
I was gonna say I did ready the action for when the door opened, and whatever villainous person was on the other side.
That's true.
So
Yeah, go ahead and cast your cold touch.
yeah,
Does not
I
hit.
doubt that.
And then Binks, did you ready in action?
I did, but if I can see him, I want to shoot him.
I would say it's probably like half cover at this point, so it'd be with disadvantage.
Alright.
Ooh, let me
15.
check. That just might hit. That does hit. I do declare. Okay. So now he's got like a, as you pull back and just, shirk around the side there and you catch him in the shoulder. Oh my god. She's gonna pull out her short sword and say, this is your last chance. Put down your weapons or you will all die.
My fate has already been sealed.
What about the rest of your party? Are you willing to sacrifice them for your hubris?
Their choices are theirs.
Oh my god. God.
Stabs yourself.
Okay, no, she's good. Okay. Silver.
Okay. I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points. And I'm going to cast Darkness on Rosara.
Okay.
So that'll block the whole room.
Yep.
Except I can see. It's my thing. It's the shadow sorcerer, whatever it is, if I use 2 sorcery points to cast darkness, I can see through the darkness.
That sounds like some made up bullshit.
I wish it was.
Captain Min-Max.
If I cast this spell standing on one foot, it doesn't affect me or the party. I can't die. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be the biggest spell ever.
I drop a tiny nuclear bomb that just kills the bad guys.
That is right.
That's spell shaping. Okay, so everybody but you has darkness, and I'm gonna say, what's the circumference on that? Is it a square or a cube or?
It's a 15-foot radius.
Right on Rosara, so it's pretty much everybody in the room. Okay.
Yeah, and it'll.
Is that like a bonus action? Do you get to do like the other magical spells that you have?
I need to look at how. Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna spend any other spells at least this turn. I was gonna cast it on her, and then if I could, run past the guy, like duck past the guy at the entrance, run in, grab her by the scruff, and pull her out.
No, you can't do that. I mean, your spell is going to be your action. I mean, next turn you can.
Well, I can still use my move to get in there, can't I? And
Yeah, but this guy will take an opportunity attack since he's like. Yeah, I'm going to say he's definitely not in that. Yeah, he's right on the tip. He's right on the tip, man.
He's in the tip.
He's the tip. He's the tip of the darkness.
But yeah, so it's my Eyes of the Dark. I have Dark Vision out to 120 feet. When I reach its 3rd level, I learn the Darkness spell, which doesn't count against number of sorcery spells known. In addition, you can cast it by spending 2 sorcery points or by expending a spell slot. If you cast it with sorcery points, you can see through the darkness created by the spell.
Okay. Why would you type that about yourself?
I know, it's crazy. I will still try to bolt past him and at least get to Rosara to like start pulling her out.
Okay, yeah. So
actually, no. Can I use? No, because that would be my action. I was gonna say if I can use the dodge. No, I'll just try to bolt past him.
As you run by him, he's gonna mace you. Oh my god. Okay. So you make it in there with your action. What's he gonna do? He's gonna go.
I think my turn got skipped.
Did it? Oh, sorry. You're right. It did. You're up, Binks.
All right. So I'm gonna move kind of closer so I can see more of the room. Do I see this guy, the thug at the door?
Yeah, he's standing right there.
He's not in the darkness. Okay, I'm gonna longbow him.
Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, that hits.
Damn.
Jeez.
You did more without the crit.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so he's gonna step up into the door. And he's gonna attack you, Binks.
Say, bring it on. That's a miss.
Oh, just the second one.
The 16, I believe. That's a miss.
Okay. I forget you're like a warrior.
Yeah, I'm a fighter. I have pretty good armor. Not a ranger.
Okay. Okay, so this one kind of just feels her way through the darkness. Some quotes.
Do I see her exit the darkness?
Yeah, you can see it. Yep.
Tip of the darkness.
And then, so that uses all of her movement. She is going to shoot at you, Binks. Stop moving. Crap. It's going to be half cover, so she's at disadvantage. Okay, 7. That does not hit. Rosara, you are in darkness.
Okay, but I'm in melee range with Lady in White, aren't I?
Yeah, so if you don't disengage, she's going to take an attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
If I move.
If you move without disengaging.
I'm not moving. I'm asking, I can still make an attack, right? I can, because I'm in melee range with her. It's a disadvantage, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Okay. I'm going to take a shot with my rapier. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
6 points.
Okay. Okay. This one, let's do the same thing. Okay, yeah, she finds her way through you. Silver, you can make... No, she's going to stay engaged with you, actually. So you don't get that attack. But she's going to short sword you for 19.
Short sword me?
Yeah.
Okay, yep, that'll hit.
And give me a wisdom saving throw, please. Okay. Victor.
So I'm going to just slash this guy in the door with my sword,
Okay.
which is right there.
That does not hit. Sorry.
I didn't think it did.
Okay. The assassin is going to go tit for tat with you. 22. Devin, 22.
That's a hit.
So you're going to take 4 plus 27. If you take... Oh, you got to make a Constitution saving throw. Yes, 4 plus 27. 31 points of damage.
What is it? Half your total? Yeah, I'm dead.
Dead or just...
Dead.
So it's half of your max in the negative.
Yeah, so my full HP is 27.
And you got hit with a crit right at the start.
Yeah. I lost 15 right off the bat.
Ooh.
So, do I get any words?
Yeah, we can make it a nice slow death. Since it's poison and all.
Okay. So as she pulls the short sword, I think she catches me like kind of in the shoulder area. I think Rosara immediately starts feeling the poison kick in. She falls to her knees and drops her rapier. And she's gonna look up at Silver and say, I never really did like goodbyes. And then she's gonna fall over.
Okay, and at that, the assassin lady, the lady in white, sorry, is going to say, the rest of you need to put down your weapons or you will suffer the same fate. Okay.
Oof.
Silver, your turn.
I'll release the darkness. Kind of do the half turn to Victon and Binks and say, sorry boys, but I don't think we can win this one. And I'll drop the rapier off my belt.
Okay. Binks? You're on mute.
Can I see in there at all?
Oh yeah, as he drops it, you see Rosara kind of laying over dead, and you do see Silver drop his rapier, or his weapon.
I'm going to try to run through the thug and get to Rosara saying, we can't leave her. I came here with her. We leave with her. And I'm going to try to run all through there past the thug next to Rosara.
Do you put down your weapons, or are you...
I'm not putting anything down. I maybe like sling my bow, and my focus is running in to kind of get next to Rosara.
Okay, they'll let you go through.
Alright, I'm gonna kind of go down. I'm gonna take out a healing potion, and I'm gonna try to feed it to her as my action or bonus action, whatever.
Yeah, we're not really in combat. So as you try and feed this potion to her, it just like kind of wells up in the mouth and then just runs out the side.
Silver, fix her.
I've only seen death. Someone come back from death. It's not. Changes. He'll look at the lady in white and say, I suggest that you leave us to bury our dead. And I am going to use spell slot. So,
As you say that, you don't need to waste a spell slot. She's gonna say, "We'll be right outside," and they kind of usher you in, Victon, and they just kind of stand out here.
Were they kind enough to allow me to hang on to my weapons because I've never set them down?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not showing a...
When Rosara died, I'll say I would have put my sword down and...
You would have sheathed your sword.
Yeah, sheathed it. That's better.
Okay. And they walk out, and she closes the door.
I'm gonna slap Rosara across the face and try to like shake her. Like, wake up!
Yeah, you kind of get on top and straddle, and you're slapping a little bit, and you shake her. And as you're shaking her, just that potion that you poured inside her is starting to, slosh about and get all over. Body stays lifeless, though.
is there any chance? So, one of my shadow sorcerer things is Strength of the Grave. It's typically just for me on something that would reduce me to 0. I can come back at 1. Is there any way, just by proximity, that I can use shadow magic to part it on her?
You can try.
I mean, what do you want me to try for that? For me, it would be a charisma save.
Go ahead and do a charisma save.
Yeah.
So,
I don't want her back that much.
So describe what you do when this happens.
Maybe like kind of move Binks to the side, get down and like, I don't know, maybe a little bit of shadow like comes off my hand, but I imagine like just the closer it gets to her, it just kind of fades back up my arm. I'm sorry, boy. I think she's with her god now. Luckily for her, it's not the Shadowfell that she's at.
I'm gonna go back in, and I want to kind of cradle my arms around her and like go in for like a big, deep hug. And I'm gonna whisper into her ear, You were like my mother. You took care of me, and better than my mother. I will fight for you and for Anatar, and I will carry on for you. And then I'm just gonna kind of just like almost go lifeless on top of her, still just kind of clutching her as hard as I can.
Okay.
Does she have, Devin? Do you have like the symbol of Onatar somewhere visible?
I wear an amulet with the symbol of Onatar around my neck. You would have seen Rosara messing with it quite a bit.
God.
And I can show you what it. Here, I'll drop it in chat what it looks like. No, come on.
I'm gonna grab that symbol. I'm just gonna kind of pull it off of her neck and hold it up close to my chest as I'm kind of next to her.
Okay.
And I'm not really showing any signs of moving.
Well, Victon, you're almost a man at the clock. Do you have anything to say?
I just say that I will. I only know you for a short time, Rosara, but you were a wonderful party member. I learned a lot from you, and I'll do everything I can to make sure we complete your original task. I know I didn't know you that long, but I'm in this for the long haul. I'll make sure that I and anybody else that we can will complete your original adventure or goal. It won't be for nothing.
Know that you're not for naught.
Silver will pick up her rapier that she dropped and hand it to Binks. I think she'd want you to have this as well.
Just set it there.
No, boy, we'll bury her. We have some business in the hallway and a decision.
I'm gonna slowly release Rosara. I'm gonna take the medallion and then put it in my pocket. I'm gonna pick up the rapier, clench it in my fist, and just stand there.
Don't forget the 173 gold pieces.
Okay.
From the dead.
So after a few minutes of grieving, she comes back in and she kind of snaps her fingers. You see the scout come in and the burly gentleman come in, and they take the blanket that was on one of the beds and just wrap Rosara up and just kind of lay her on the bed. They don't do anything other than that. They just cover the body. And the lady in white says, I'm sorry it had to come to this. I did ask nicely several times to put your weapons down. I'm glad we've come to agreement so you're all not suffering the same fate. But I will tell you that when you're plotting a plan, you should not do this in public. Kwayothé has spies everywhere. And we expect you to do the right thing. You have one day to deliver the evidence that Kwayothé is plotting the Flaming Fist overthrow, or you will meet us again.
What kind of backing can Kwayothé offer?
Backing from, I guess, another prince, yes. I mean, we can... You'd have to deal with the specifics, but Kwayothé is extremely wealthy, and, It's better to be on her good side than her bad. And with that, she turns and kind of snaps her fingers, and the other people leave right behind her.
Well, I think our time with Kwayothé has run its course. Silver will go and reach into the blanket and pull out Rosara's Flaming Fist badge.
Okay.
Probably, nicely covered in blood to signify that.
Okay.
I just don't see any other way that we can go about this. Whale's protection has run its course, and I think it's time to look for a new patron.
They did make their stance very clear. I don't know that there's a better option at this point.
Binks, where do you stand?
I'm just like sitting on the edge of that cot, right where my token's at, and just like staring at the ground. Kind of maybe at the pool of blood where Rosara was.
Now, boy, I understand that there's a time to grieve in, but this isn't that time. We have to plan for ourselves now. You think she would have wanted you to worry over her death so much that it wound up with you costing your own life?
I don't know if you've ever cared about anybody, but there's only been two people in my life that I've really cared about. One was my mother, and one was Rosara, who quickly took me under her wing and showed me love and attention, and I cannot just move on instantaneously. I am definitely not doing work for a Kwayothé.
It might be time for it to leave.
I need a minute at least.
Okay. With that, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break.
Hell yeah.
Sounds good.
We are back live. We are back live. Why the? I swear. I don't get why I did that. Now all my boxes are all fucked up. There they are. Okay. Okay. OBS, I hate you. Okay. Yeah, we're back. 10-minute break, and they just left. What do you guys want to do? Hero?
Well, I'm kind of out of it. I'm just sitting there. I'm not really going to engage much, but
Okay, what's everybody else want to do?
Well, I mean, we need to do something about Rosara. So we can't just have her lying in the bed, bleeding out or anything. So I think we'll need to take her body outside and bury her, or find some place, or at least find a place to keep her a little, I don't know if I want to say cleaner, but somewhere to help preserve her so we can find a appropriate place for her if we don't want to take care of it tonight.
What time is it? It's late, isn't it?
It's very late. It's like 2 in the morning.
Y'all got any of them plastic barrels and some?
I guess it wouldn't be like 2 in the morning. It's pretty early. Because you guys went to bed early.
Don't use the bathtub.
Yeah.
Well, I think we need to find somewhere to take her to rest.
can we hear any commotion coming from downstairs? Like, is it still hopping down there?
No, it's not too loud. I mean, it's always been pretty quiet up here. So. Maybe it has a good separation, a good soundproofing. Rosara's dead. Someone's got to be party leader.
Sorry. Silver, what do you think we should just take her out? I feel like I don't know, Binks, if you want to be a part of like a burial ceremony of sorts, or I don't want to rush this on you, but we can't really keep this here for too long.
She'll get crispy.
Yeah, we can't leave her here. But I don't feel like carrying her through a crowded bar is the right thing to do.
No, that'll scare the patrons and the employees.
So I don't know. Do we wait until it closes down and then do it in the middle of the night?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Maybe we should wrap it up in some sheets or something for right now, and at least prepare it to make it easier to carry, so we can kind of rush out of here. Limit our time here, and it's noisy, so now's the time to probably do that, so nobody will question what sounds they're hearing up here while they're trying to sleep or something.
So she's on the bed, sheet underneath her.
Yeah, she's except where Silver unwrapped her, she's still kind of like fully wrapped in the sheet.
Okay. I'm gonna roll the sheet up a little bit and start druid crafting some flowers and just start placing them around her until she's fully encircled in flowers, and then I'm gonna slowly start to kind of fold it up and begin to like get her ready to take down.
Okay.
No.
And I'm working very slowly, very just methodically.
Okay. So as you prepare the body to be, shuffled downstairs, what's everybody else doing?
I'm just sitting on I guess we'll say up on that chair. My arms just kind of hanging out to my side, just distraught at what happened. Sad, perhaps. I don't really have much to say because I know Binks is upset, and I don't want to make it any worse. I'm not good with these situations. This isn't something that the Dragonborn has dealt with too much, at least not in my tribe.
Right. Silver, what are you doing?
I need to go for a walk.
Okay, so are you heading out?
Yeah, he probably won't say anything. He'll just nod at Binks. It'll be okay, boy. And goes away.
Okay, so as you head out and kind of down back into the bar, it's cleared out a little bit. And noticeably, the people that have left are the 4 that were dressed nicer from before. They're no longer in the bar. As you can hear, it is still pouring outside.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna walk to Kwayothé's house.
Oh my god. Okay, so let's go and pull you guys back. Okay. So it takes you a good hour to walk there in the rain. Streets are pretty empty. You see just a few stragglers, maybe some people leaving the bar. You're at Kwayothé's house.
Okay, I knock on the door.
Okay. As you knock on the door, you see a lantern kind of light up, and one of the like handmaidens, I think it was Ixbis was her name. And so she's like, "What are you doing here at this hour?"
Kwayothé intends to at
Wait,
least but likely murder. Oh, are you wanting me to come in?
Yes,
now?
please. We will not discuss this in open. And she brings you in and kind of pokes her head out, looks around, and closes the door. She's like, "Let me go get Kwayothé." And so she walks away. A minute or two later, you see Kwayothé kind of come down the stairs in maybe her night robe. She's like, "What?"
Look magnificent in that chair, but I have some distressing news.
"Oh, thank you. Please, go on."
Kwayothé intends to at least imprison you, but more likely murder you and take over your holdings probably the next day or so. She just assaulted us, murdered Rosara, and threatened that if we did not give up information on you, that we would follow suit.
And you're certain these was it a Kwayothé herself? Or how did this happen? Talk to me.
They arrived at the room, said that we could either give information to Kwayothé about you and your association with the Flaming Fist, or we could follow the way that Rosara did to an early grave, and I've had one too many of those.
Was she the short one?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that. I truly am.
That's
Well,
all right. Thank you for the thoughts, and I would encourage you tonight, if you can round up livery that appears to look like Zhanti's or some other merchant prince who had been encroaching on a Kenny's property, or however you want to phrase it, and carry out a swift and decisive coup.
Well, I mean, there's no real hard evidence, and I think this was more of just a pressure tactic for somebody who she might think might know. But I really appreciate your info, and my suggestion is you need to leave town now.
We plan to, but I suggest that you.
I'm not afraid of a Kwayothé, I promise you that. I will provide you with an escort out of town. I know you said you guys were looking for some information. I don't know where you're heading, but my escort will follow you to the end.
I thank you for that, but I worry that you underestimate the degree to which people will go to overthrow someone else and to root out rivalry. He'll look at his, look at his skin and be like, I assume you have at least passing knowledge of the drow and how we work.
I've heard rumors. Personally, I haven't ran into your, how do we say this, kind, but I have heard the rumors, yes.
Manipulation is what we do, and those aren't rumors. And in a moment of weakness like this, that's exactly what a rival family would do, is quickly, possibly in the quiet of night, either take you out or you take them out. Hire an assassin, do whatever it takes. Quickly, quietly, in the middle of the night, go to a Kenny's, be done with it.
She's gonna say, I appreciate your candor, and we are able to handle ourselves. This is a tit for tat, and it's not the first time I've been accused of something, nor will it be the last, nor will I be the only prince that is accused. So I appreciate you guys and everything you've done. I will ask that you guys leave town tonight. I will cover for you. But don't worry about me. You have bigger issues to worry about.
I'll nod. Thank you. Open the door.
And she's going to say, wait, please. Take this for all of your troubles. And she hands you a bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
I check in it real quick just to make sure.
Yeah, it's gold.
Okay.
It's a lot of gold.
Okay. I would suggest that you deal with the Kwayothé sooner rather than later. And I'm actually going to cast it on her, and then
You can cast what on her?
a suggestion.
Okay.
She gets to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, let me find her fucking character sheet.
And I'm going to leave.
Okay, so we'll just do it this way. I'm not really worried about it. Okay, she's like, well, thank you for your candor, and we will make preparations.
Good to hear. And I'm going to leave.
Okay.
Please, she suggested to carry out a coup against the Kwayothé. See.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Wow, that's some feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I'll go back to the hotel.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way back. I would imagine you're kind of looking over your shoulder as this happens.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. What do you guys want to do through the night? You guys gonna sleep?
Well, when Silver gets back to the room, I guess I'll ask, where'd you go? How was your walk?
By the way, I'll rent us a different room or set of rooms. However much that would be.
It's pretty cheap. A couple silver a night.
Yeah, even for the big ones.
The bigger ones are going to be probably 5 silver a night, where the others are 1 to 2.
Okay, I'll get us a couple of the bigger, or just one bigger.
Okay.
And then yeah, I'll get back in and had some walking to do. Pull the sack of gold out and before I pull the sack of gold out, I saw we've upgraded the rooms tonight. Think any of us want to room of death?
Okay. What are you doing with Rosara?
I mean, I'll still rent the room out, and we'll just.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and fast forward to morning.
Oh, one last thing before the night ends. Once we get to our new room, I'll toss the bag of. Which it is.
You cut out. You're just looking how much the bag of gold is. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Bag of gold is 1,500 gold pieces.
Jesus Christ, there we go.
Okay. So morning comes. And
Can we back up a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
You mind? All right, yeah. So, in the middle of the night, I want to get up, and I want to go back to the room. And I'm just gonna go lay on one of the other beds, kind of probably the one next to her.
Okay. So you're gonna stay the night in that room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll wait until everybody's asleep to head over there.
Okay. So morning comes. Binks, you hear a knock on your door.
I'll get up and I'll open the door.
Okay. You see a very attractive Cholton woman standing in front of you. And she puts out her hand. She's like, "Hello, I'm Azaka. I will be your guide. I was sent here by Kwayothé."
I'm going to kind of like close the door behind me and step out of the doorway towards her. I didn't know we were getting a guide.
Oh, she sent for me last night. Did you not get that message?
No. We kind of had a
Maybe I have the wrong party then.
You might want to check with the rest of my group. They're right across the hall over there.
Oh, sorry. Yes. It's just she goes over to that door and just knocks.
And I'll close the door behind me and follow.
Okay.
I imagine I'm already up and dressed. Hopefully, then.
Yeah, pretty early.
Yeah, I'll be up and getting dressed too.
Okay.
Sorry, I was gonna say, did we leave Rosara in the room, or did we actually take her out and bury her anywhere?
No, she's left in the room. Yeah, old Binksy cat staying in there, nice hot summer night. Yummy. Okay.
I got some potpourri.
Yeah. So, yeah, as you open the door, again, you see, attractive-looking Cholton woman. Shorter dreads, but still dreads. And she's like, "Hello, I'm Asaka. I will be your guide going forward. My understanding is you need to get out of the city today. Is this true?"
Yes, and sooner rather than later. Have you heard anything on what our benefactor did overnight?
No. And we will talk about that later. She's like, "I've taken the necessary precautions and prepared us our travel gear." So she tosses you a backpack of rations and water. She tosses you one Victin and then hands one to you, Binks, as well. She's like, "If we're leaving, we need to leave right now."
We do have one thing we need to take care of. We have a friend that we need to make sure is put away correctly.
Do you I understand I'm new, but do you trust me? I will have somebody bury her with a proper headstone. We do not want to be seen carrying a body through town.
Ideally, no. I don't trust you, but I do want to live. How dire is this situation?
From the information that I was given, I wasn't given the whole story. It's we need to leave first thing in the morning and just have everything prepped. So I've pulled all the strings I have here in port and gathered everything I could to get us ready to go right now.
Binks, I think it's time to grab the cat. It's time to leave.
Okay. Well,
she's gonna say, I don't have rations for cats, so you will be on your own in that department, but I have them for everybody else.
okay. Our friend is in the room that you knocked. She is prepared and ready. And, I would appreciate you being sensitive and timely with that.
Sensitive. Okay.
And take care of it appropriately.
Okay.
Azaka's female or male? Female, right?
Female.
Female.
This is what she looks like.
Attractive.
Thank you.
Okay.
Those pouty lips, though.
Maybe that's what's attractive. Devin, did you see my chat to you?
No.
Both
Is
text
she-
and in Roll20? I need a response, please.
Does she have any, like, is she outfitted? Does she look like she's ready for adventure? Does she have a weapon? Does she have anything else?
Yeah, so she is wearing
sorry.
leather armor, and she has like a red cloak with a hood on it. She has a bow and arrow and a longsword. Or a scimitar. I like to say scimitar, but I've heard some people say scimitar.
It's scimitar.
I know.
Yeah, that's how I've always pronounced it.
I am making fun of everything I've ever heard dumb people say. I've also heard people say for memes, which...
Mimis?
No, I
That's
hate
just-
that.
What'd you say? Silver, did you say that's the right way to say it?
No, I said that's just wrong.
Okay, thank you. I was going to say, you are no longer in this game. I have kicked you from this game for life.
I will.
Okay.
So, Zaka, where are we going?
Well, don't you tell me. My job is to get you out of this city and lead you to where you want to go. She's like, I mean, I don't want to impose, but I have a couple places I could take you.
What are the options?
Yeah,
I mean, the options are wherever you want to go, but me personally, I have a item that I'm looking to find that might, one, help you on your quest, but two, it might help me replace an old family heirloom, if you will.
Can you tell us
What would
anything
that be, Shay?
about it? Yeah.
It's an old wooden mask. It's located. Well, can we talk about this on the road? I mean, I'm not trying to
Yeah.
to hide things from you, but I do want to implore to you the necessity to get out of town.
Yeah. We can.
Okay.
Let's
we
go.
can start heading out. But
Okay,
I want to hear more about this.
so as you guys are leaving, it is still early morning and sun has not risen. So I want everybody in the party to give me as you exit the Thundering Lizard, give me a stealth check with advantage.
16.
Victon, well done.
Just wait.
Rosara, I need a stealth check from you, please.
I'm not making a noise. Natural 20. The naturalist of 20s.
So she takes you through some back alleys. She takes you through some like seedier locations, and then slips you through a hole in the wall. So it's not even through the main gates. She slips you through the hole in the wall. And after about 2 hours worth of travel, the sun starts to rise, and you make it out of Port Nyanzaru. So now you are no longer, you're not on the port side, but you're on the jungle side, which is opposite of what you did last time. So you should be seeing a map here.
It's loading.
Okay, so you're on this southern side here of Port Nyanzaru. And so she says, so now that we're out of town, we have a little bit more time to talk and understand each other. You wanted to know a little bit about me, so I am a local guide here in town. I was traveling near the Tower of Firefinger and a family heirloom. It's an old family wooden mask. I know it doesn't probably mean much to you guys, but it was stolen. And with that said, it's stolen from scavengers, if you will, that hoard and take things. So my guess is once we get there, they will have a plethora of items, magical, non-magical, whatever it may be, that you guys can use. I don't know where you're going, and I don't want to impose, but I do want to offer that as an option. You guys look like a strong and willing group.
Where on the map is
I'm sorry, what?
the
Where
place she
are
was
we?
talking about?
So you guys are up here. Place she was talking about is right down here. I haven't uncovered it for you. I will now that she talks about it. So she shows you on the map where it is. It's right here.
Can I retcon a little bit and say I grabbed the map from Rosara of Port Nyanzaru?
I'm just going to assume you guys took everything off her body. So
Okay.
whatever Rosara had now is party funds. And Rosara, Devin, when you make your new character, you'll have the exact same thing. So one way to gain money, infinite money, kill yourself and you get more money. So
You guys have 15,000. Everybody commit seppuku. Or 1,500. Now's the time.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I said 1,500.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Did we split that up?
I don't know.
I mean, not yet, because we've been in the hotel, and I think you were, yeah. Can now. Might-
And so Asaka's like, I do want to let you know that Kwayothé has paid my fee, just I don't expect anything other than, your guys' company.
Well, for me, getting out of Port Nyanzaru and then getting some days behind us, I think is best. So I'm happy to help you, Azaka, and retrieve this family heirloom.
Yes, I'm happy to help as well, and just be away from there.
Okay. So she said she's going to say, obviously I'll be the guide. I need a scout, hunter, and lookout.
Well, I'm pretty good with the bow. I can do the hunting.
I can do the scouting.
Okay.
I guess it's me for the last one, doesn't it?
You, sir, are going to be
Process
the
of elimination.
lookout. Okay. So, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hexes.
That's right, new travel rules.
Yeah, I need to pull them back up. I don't remember where they went.
What was the place we're heading to?
Firefinger. So the journey system is that the encounters type is based on who in the party failed to check. You have everyone pick a role. I'd say if you want it dirty and simple, if the guide scout fail. Okay, so how we're going to do this tonight, everybody just roll a straight D20. And I'm not going to tell you what the DC is, because that's my job. Okay.
What was my role again?
You were the lookout, Victon the scout, and Binks the hunter. Okay. And this is where we're going to end it for tonight.
Poop.
Poop.
So I got the lowest roll.
So
I'm going to... Hold on, let me cut the stream. Thanks everybody for watching. Come in next Friday to see who dies next.
Well, I am